What's happening, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at you with another video today. And before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. Comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll definitely be sure to get back to you with a response. So as you can see from the looks of the title, the screen, the gameplay, today I'm bringing you a very special build. Now this is my Demigod Magic Johnson build out of the center position, my endgame two-way skilled stretch build. Now we're actually going to be able to get a total of 62 badges when it comes towards this build. One of my personal favorites out of the big man position. Now when it comes towards these attributes, we'll also get a 99 plus put towards our 3-pointer, ball handle, perimeter defense, steal, and stamina. Now on top of those badges, we'll also be able to get for the animations, upgraded layup packages, same thing for the dunks, and pro dribble animations. Now with that being said, this build, I'm telling you, it's a huge mismatch when it comes towards guarding taller and smaller defenders. Now what I mean by that is because the dribble rating is so high, especially for the speed, it not only allows you to blow past your defenders, but even if you're able to get a turnover, you're still going to be able to hold your own on the outside and especially on the interior. Even when it comes to getting post hook, this build is definitely a huge counter to anything that you're going to come across. So before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. God bless every single one of you. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Smash that like button. And now let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of this build. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure we go under the center position. As you go ahead and get into that height, let's go with 6'8". Moving into the weight, let's go with 218. And then as you can see, when it comes towards that wingspan, I'm going to go with 6'11". Now this is going to open up the floor when it comes towards the shooting. So the first area that I think we need to get into is going to be the physicals. Do take into account if you're doing your Gatorade facility workouts, or if you end up hitting a certain rep, you'll be able to get a +4 put towards these areas. So when it comes towards that speed, let's go with an 81. Moving into the acceleration, I'm going to go with a 73. As you can see, when it comes towards that strength, this is where we're going to stand out. I'm going to go with a 90. 95 when it comes towards that stamina. And then when it comes towards the vertical, let's go with a 74. So if you take into account the +4 that I just mentioned, you'll have a 99 stamina on this build, 78 vertical, 94 strength, 77 acceleration with an 85 speed. Now I don't think these numbers are bad, they're pretty much perfect, especially if you take into account what we're going to be able to do. Now you already saw from the gameplay, the first area that I'm diving into is going to be the shooting. Go ahead and put that mid-range shot all the way up to a 72. As you get into that 3-pointer, I'm going to go with an 85. And then for that free throw, let's go with a 71. Now we get badges like bronze free points, also when it comes towards that 3-pointer, silver blinders, dead eye, green machine, space creator, and spot finder, open looks, and guard up. Now you also get whistle, the two most important badges, limitless range, and agent 3. And then you also get gold catch and shoot, corner specialist, claymore with comeback kid. Now if you take into account the mid-range shot, silver midi magician, and I think that's more than enough to be needed to be effective. So from here, when it comes towards that finishing, as you can see, when it comes towards that driving dunk, we're going to put this all the way up to a 75. When it comes towards the rest of this area, leave your standing dunk at a 29. Go with a 30 post control. For that driving layup, we're going to go with a 65 and 45 when it comes towards the close shot. You get silver spot finder, pro touch, giant slayer, bronze whistle once again. Then you'll also be able to get gold spin cycle. A lot of badges when it comes towards the driving layup. You also get slithery, acrobat, silver aerial wizard, bunny, pro touch once again, scooper, float game. Everything more and needed to be effective on this kind of build, which is one of the reasons why I did have to make it my main dribbler. Now when it comes towards that driving dunk, you get a few badges here, but what I'm most happy about is going to be bronze posterizer. You also get precision dunker. Aerial wizard, definitely for my playstyle, has definitely got to be one of my favorite badges, and I think bronze is realistically the only tier that you need it on. Now from here, let's go ahead and move up the line. When it comes towards that pass accuracy, this is the one minor hit that I do want to take towards this build. I'm going to go with a 69. For that ball handle, let's go with an 85. 75 when it comes towards that speed with ball. And as you can see, we get 4 different silver badges: triple strike, speed booster, hyperdrive, and blow by. Now when it comes towards that ball handle, you get unpluckable, physical handles, speed booster, bronze killer combos, Hall of Fame physical handles with gold ankle breaker. Now when it comes towards that pass accuracy, we still will be able to get bronze break starter, diamond with relay passer and special delivery. For the playmaking overall, I think it makes it one of the best big man, and really it's a hybrid build in my opinion. So from here, we have one final area that we do need to get into, and that's the most important, the defense. So everything from an 83 overall up to a 99 is solely going to be for this area. For that interior, if you want to really be able to hold your own, let's go with a 74. On the perimeter, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 89. As you can see, for that steal, let's go with an 85. And then for the actual block, I'm going to go with a 78. Now for that rebounding, this is completely optional whether you want to go towards your offensive or defensive. My personal preference, let's go with an 81, and this is what we should be looking like once you get this build maxed out to 99 overall. So look, you get silver box out beast, pogo stick, bronze rebound chaser. As when it comes towards that block, silver chase down artist, pogo stick, and bronze anchor. Now for that steal, silver glove, interceptor, right stick ripper. On the perimeter end, silver clamps, fast feet with pick dodger. Now we'll also be able to get gold off ball pest, workhorse, 94 feet, challenger, and ankle braces, and to wrap everything up, for the interior we also get anchor here, workhorse, but the one difference will be bronze post lockdown. So to be honest, when it comes towards this build, I think it's one of the best that you could possibly make out of the center position. You get 1 Hall of Fame badge, 13 gold, 29 silver, which I think is special, and again you even get 19 bronze. Now with that being said, from the playstyle that I've showed you, this can easily be one of the best isolation centers out there. I really want to know your thoughts and opinions. Is there anything that you would possibly do to change or make this build a little bit better? Now something that I take into account with every single build that I make. If you activate your takeover, that's easily a plus 10 off rip. Now if you buy your own boost, that's another plus 4. Wearing gear that even gives you boost plus performance boost throughout games. I would say that's easily at least a plus 10 to 15 on a higher note. Now look, when it comes towards this build, feel free to make any type of changes or adjustments to your own playstyle. But from here, let's move forward to make sure that everybody made the build correctly. Now we should be able to get these 3 different comparisons, and together we have created what I'm calling the endgame 2-way skill stretch. Now I just want to say thank you so much for your support. God bless every single one of you who made it to the very end. Now be sure to add everything up of what I previously mentioned, and this is truly one of the most exciting and highest potential builds that I've made. So I just gotta say thank the Lord above for another day and sharing my platform. We really gotta go ahead and spread the positivity as much as possible in life, and especially on this channel in the 2K community. So if you see anybody in the comments, be sure to go ahead and give them a like. Respond to them, man. This is our community, our family. We need to build each other up. So before we get out of here, man, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.